It's time for Bob and Julie at the Movies. Here on WCSR, the November 20th edition. And it's brought to you in part by our friends at Hillsdale Interiors, Floors, Windows, and Walls.
They cover them all.
523-4111. You know you still have time to transform your home.
Renew.
Restore. In time for the holidays.
Yes.
If you give them a call now, you know, you can get one of their painters that they have on staff, like Steve the Paint Guy. Steve the Paint Guy.
And he'll put a little placard in your yard that says Steve the Painter while he's working.
And he uses an interesting font for that sign.
It's jazzy.
It is. It's happening. It's hip. It's showing that somebody that's got a little pizzazz
is working on your house.
Is pizzazzing on your walls.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if I want anybody pizzazzing on my walls, but...
He pizzazzed on my walls.
And it looks good?
It does.
Okay.
It looks very good. So he can have that all done for you in time for the holidays. Not Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, which holidays, Bob? Because,
Christmas.
We got a week here.
He could have it done for you in time for the Christmas holidays.
That'd be great.
And, you know, if you talk to him, if you schmooze him, if you ask him nicely, you might be able to get that new carpeting in for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just be ready to rock. And remember, you spill the gravy, cranberry sauce all over the brand new carpeting.
Right.
Maybe the punch.
Yes.
The oyster, what's the oyster crap?
I don't know.
Oyster stuffing.
Yucky stuff.
Oh, my mother-in-law makes that.
Blah.
I don't eat it either. Remember, people, when it comes to oysters, you know, if we are made in the image of God,
yes,
then God has to sneeze somewhere, right?
And it's in the oyster.
It's in the oyster shell.
That's where he wipes.
Yeah, there you go. So, but all of that, when it falls on your brand new carpeting,
yes,
from Hillsdale Interiors, there's a point to this.
Yes.
With the Sonoma Smart Strand carpeting.
Yes.
It cleans right up.
Yes.
Just that simple.
Just soak it up.
Just soak it up, people. But if you spill on your pleather,
can't help you.
Well, they might be able to.
Yeah.
You know. 523-4111 or online at
HillsdaleInteriors.com.
Hey, we're also brought to you in part by our friends at Current Office Solutions, downtown Hillsdale, where 'tis the season to give a gift of a copier.
Yes, or a printer.
Or a printer.
Yes.
But you know, if your office is in the market for a copier.
Remember how long we went without a good copier?
Oh, God. Too long.
Yes.
But you get one of those brand new linear copiers.
Oh, my gosh.
At Current Office Solutions.
Yes.
You know, think of it this way. If your office just kind of says, you know what, for Christmas this year, we're going to get the office a new copier.
Sure.
Because a lot of people might go, oh, well,
you could get it in time for the office Christmas party, if you know what I mean.
There you go. I mean, think of it this way. Try to fax your bare butt, or copy your bare butt on your old printer.
It's just not the same.
No, but if you do it on a new linear, but if you do it on a brand new linear at the Christmas party,
you'll be able to tell what it is, whose it is.
There you go. You want to show off that new tattoo?
See, it would behoove the boss, because then the boss can tell better whose tookus it is.
There you go.
You know, to...
Because the other way is to call CSI and they take butt prints and everything, and they got to run you through CODIS and all of that.
That takes forever.
I know.
Just get a linear and it's taken care of.
But a lot of people don't realize, I mean, they might whine and complain, oh, wow, look, we got a new computer or a new copier.
Whoop-de-doo, yeah.
But how many people in your office actually use the copier?
Everybody.
You know, even if it's just to print something off from their computer. And then if you go over and it's all black, you know, you got too much toner or you didn't get a decent copy, then all of a sudden you're going, rats and frats and rats and you know. So it behooves everybody to have a decent copier in your office. And remember, you get the linear from Current Office Solutions, they service it.
Yep.
You don't have to wait for somebody to come from Detroit or Lansing or
And you don't have
Ann
to
Arbor.
send the machine somewhere, you know. Sometimes you have to send the machine out.
Which is nuts.
And then you don't have a machine to work with. So.
Yeah, and then you got to get some 8-year-old kid with crayons to fill in for the copier until... But they do all that at Current Office Solutions.
Yes.
They ain't got the big red fancy button. They ain't got stores all over the place.
Right.
But what they've got is service.
They have a few stores, though.
Yeah, they've got 4.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, it's not like they've got all the glitzy, glamoury...
They don't need it.
No. What they've got is service.
Who needs it?
There you go. And all you have to do is call them at...
437.
Number's so small. 437-3651. And they're online as well.
at currentofficesolutions.com.
And also, I have dates for you.
Ooh, driving dates?
Driving dates. We're brought to you by Ben Cole at My Turn to Drive. 866-547-4771. The Christmas class is now scheduled at My Turn to Drive. And what a great Christmas gift.
Take the kids' vacation away from them and make them go to driver training. I think that's a great gift for everybody in your household.
Well, but you know what? It is, because this way then, you don't have to screw up summer vacation plans.
Sure.
You're not 100% sure.
They get bored anyway.
They do. But you know what? Starting December 19th and running for 2 weeks through like January 4th, your kids, if they're old enough and they need it, can learn how to drive. And you can just say, here's an early Christmas gift. And then maybe this summer, for a late Christmas gift, their own car. Think about it. You could do that if you want.
You don't want him driving your car after all.
Oh, God, no. And from what I understand, a special holiday price for the holiday class.
How giving of him.
He wouldn't tell me how much, but he said, Bob, I've never offered it at this price before.
But now.
But low, not high.
Yes.
But this holiday season,
yes,
My Turn to Drive will offer the holiday class at a special holiday price.
Nice.
You can't beat it with a stick. And even if you can, you're not going to be able to, because they're going to offer it for you at the lowest price ever just by calling 866-547-4771 or online at
myturntodrive.com.
So did you go to the movies?
No, I did not.
You're turning into me.
I had the movie last time.
That's
I
true.
went and saw one.
That's true.
I had vacation. I'm still recovering, It takes a week to recover.
That's true.
It takes a week to prepare to go on vacation, a week to be on vacation, and the week after to recover. So,
that's true.
sorry, I did not make time to see a movie.
Well, I've got you caught up.
Good.
Because we went to see one. We caught a couple others. Like the kids went, so I got all sorts of stuff here.
Awesome.
First of all, the missus and I and the chillin'
Yes.
had to go out of town.
Yes.
But we saw The Men Who Stare at Goats.
George Clooney.
George Clooney. And I was prepared for it to be odd.
Right.
It was odd. George Clooney, Ewan McGregor, Kevin Spacey, Jeff Bridges, and more.
Yes.
And also your Stephen Root guy makes a little bit of an appearance at the very beginning.
Yeah, from Office Space.
And basically what this is all about psychological warfare. Mm-hmm. It's based on a book that supposedly
is true.
More of this is true than what you think or are willing to believe.
Ooh. Okay.
And it's basically based on back in the 80s during a couple of conflicts. The United States Army was dabbling in psychological warfare, where they were bringing in psychics and others who showed psychic abilities,
yeah,
to try to figure out what the enemy was doing.
Again, like you said, your taxpayer dollars at work.
Pretty much, yeah. And there are laugh out loud funny moments in this movie. There are also moments where you're like, okay, moving along, keep going. But Ewan McGregor actually is a reporter for the Ann Arbor Times. Mm-hmm. And talks to Stephen Root because it all starts out with this guy supposedly knows where the Loch Ness Monster is.
Okay.
Which would be Stephen Root.
Okay.
And in talking to him, and he already has figured out, okay, this guy's a wacko, but I'll go humor him, blah, blah, blah. They start talking about, his time in the Army when he used to do this for the Army. So Ewan McGregor's like, oh, well, maybe there's something a little bit more to this. And he starts digging and comes across George Clooney and comes across Jeff Bridges. And then Kevin Spacey's a bad guy in this movie, but not, he's in the Army, but he's a bad guy in the Army type thing. And it is pretty funny.